Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be giving my predictions for week 7 Premier League fixtures this weekend. And yet again, another exciting week with so many upsets, like Southampton beating Everton 2-0. Who would have thought that would happen? Man City drawing to West Ham, where West Ham were clinging on to dear life throughout the whole game as well. Jamie Vardy having another party against Arsenal, even though it was Party's debut for them, literally destroying them, making it 99 goals against that team. This season has been so exciting already because of the top teams already dropping so many valuable points this early on in the season. So let's just hope the games are this unpredictable for the rest of the season, so we get good games week in, week out. So before I give most likely my wrong predictions yet again for another week, make sure you guys like, comment and hit that big subscribe button right there. And you give your own predictions in the comments on who you think will win this weekend, because we have a great set of games. So the first game I'm going to be talking about is Man United versus Arsenal. And I just want to start with Man United. Their home record has been so poor, so diabolical, so pathetic that I don't even know if they're going to be able to beat Arsenal this weekend. Remember from the great era when Alex Ferguson was Man United's manager and it was impossible to even get a point at Old Trafford. So many teams are getting results like Chelsea and Crystal Palace already. And all this blame falls onto one person and one person only. And I know you Man United fans are probably going to disagree, but I say this every single video. It's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's fault. If I compare you to the likes of Pogba, Fernandes, Van der Beek, Rashford, Martial, and I compare that quality to Man City's players, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, you would say it's quite comparable. So why do Man United's players look average, but Man City players for the last 3 to 4 years have looked world class? It has to be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's fault. He has no attacking philosophy compared to Pep Guardiola. They're not even in the same stratosphere in terms of quality, in terms of a manager. Pep has a great way of playing to get the best out of his attacking players. High press, possession based. But the way Ole Gunnar Solskjaer plays, it's all vibes, it's all freestyling. I don't even know if the players know what they're supposed to do in terms of the final third. They're literally playing the game as if they're at Power League, literally doing what they want, trying to get through and score a goal. And we saw that against Chelsea, didn't we? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer put out such a poor starting lineup, including players like Fred, and not guys with ideas like Pogba, Greenwood. Even Daniel James got to start for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't even know why they still play him.
What was the reason? I just explained the reason. What was the reason, bitch?
And I honestly believe if you gave that Man United side an extra 90 minutes, they never looked like scoring a goal. It was so obvious Chelsea's game plan, especially in the last 30 minutes. They only wanted a point, and they know that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has no way of breaking a team down. But going forward, I think Man United will find it so hard, especially at home where they can't play counter-attacking football, especially against Arsenal with a much improved defence. Although they've not been scoring so many goals going forward, defensively they do look sound considering not that many goals. However, this just goes bad to worse because we all know Arsenal's record against Man United at Old Trafford. I don't even remember the last time they were able to win a game there. Arsenal have not been playing good either lately, losing their last 2 games consecutively against Man City and Leicester City. And the reason for this, Arsenal do not have that spark plug in the midfield to create chances for the likes of Aubameyang, Lacazette and Pepe to score the goals. I wonder where they could get that talent from. And let's be honest, that bridge has burned down, so I don't see Ozil coming back anytime soon. And Arsenal are so predictable, trying to get the ball down that left-hand side for the likes of Saka and Aubameyang, never transitioning the play to the right side of the pitch. So it would be so easy for a defender like Wan-Bissaka to defend against this, especially that he's one of the best defenders in the league at the right-back position. And I feel like I've learned my lesson from my last video when I predicted Arsenal to nick a point against Man City, so I'm not even going to go there. So I'm just going to say Man United are going to win on a tight game and a tight margin, 2-1 against Arsenal. But the next game I'm going to be predicting is Liverpool versus West Ham. And I just want to start with my beloved Liverpool, because I've been so proud of my team. Despite the injury of Van Dijk, despite the injury of Alisson, despite those stupid VAR decisions going against my team, we have been able to scrape results through and get points when we needed them the most. And I prefer these type of victories than beating Arsenal 5-1, 4-0 at Anfield on a daily. I prefer beating teams like Sheffield United 2-1. I prefer beating teams like Ajax 1-0. The reason I love it so much because this is the stuff of champions, the heart of a champion, the heart of a lion. Because we used to struggle 2 or 3 years ago to break teams down like this, but now we're being able to do it playing even worse football.
Yeah. But I was born a champion. Yeah.
We finally got the best goalkeeper in the world, Alisson, back from injury. So now we don't have to worry about Adrian. We finally got stability. We finally got comfortability. We finally got reassurance at the back that even if a striker goes 1-on-1 against our goalkeeper, we finally got a good chance of saving the shot itself. And players like Gomez and Fabinho already have such high confidence, especially their stellar display against teams like Ajax and Sheffield United, both winning man of the match. So this is just going to be great for the back four. However, despite the good feeling around Liverpool, we must show West Ham respect because I keep doubting them week in, week out and predicting them to lose, but they somehow scrape a result through and I don't even know how. And I'm scared that Liverpool are next because we know West Ham's great record against the top 6 sides. Another great performance from Ole Gunnar, another great performance from Balbuena, withholding that Man City pressure to finally secure that point. However, I do believe Antonio is a doubt for the game against Liverpool and he's going to be such a big miss because we know he has so much pace to get in behind, he has so much strength to outmuscle defenders like we saw against Man City, scoring that amazing overhead kick. So because of Liverpool's quality and they've won 2 games in a row so far and West Ham might not have the all-important player Antonio, I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory for Liverpool. So the next game I'm going to be predicting is Sheffield United versus Man City. And I just want to start with Sheffield United because they have not been scoring that many goals this season, unsurprisingly anyway. But let's be honest, I know they have a good defense, but good defenses win championship. Scoring goals wins games. And let's be honest, Sheffield United are not going to be in a title race, so they should be more concerned scoring all-important goals to try and stay up. I just want everyone to deep this just for a second. So I want everyone to close their eyes just for a second to think about what I'm just about to say. Sheffield United have scored 3 goals all season. Calvert-Lewin has scored 6 to 7 goals within the Premier League all by himself. This shows how poor, how diabolical Sheffield United have been going forward and scoring goals. And I won't lie, throughout that whole game against Liverpool, I was never worried that they're going to score a goal. However, Sheffield United might be in luck facing Man City just at the right time because they have been so inconsistent. And the game against West Ham literally illustrates for Sheffield United that Man City are having a tough time breaking teams down when they sit back, which is literally Sheffield United's forte. And if Sheffield United are in any luck, Pep will play Rodri and Gundogan in the same game, which is literally so idiotic because they do the same job. They're not going to be in pockets of space like Foden or Kevin De Bruyne, hurting the team, making through balls for the likes of Sterling and Aguero to score all-important goals. Pep needs to face reality sometimes and see that it's not all about himself trying to make sure that he looks like a genius. Literally make it simple, play the players who are good in their position, but you needed more creativity on that pitch to try and beat West Ham. So we literally saw this when Phil Foden and Kevin De Bruyne came on, who were literally both 2 men of the matches for Man City, literally hurt West Ham in behind, creating chances after chance for Sterling.
What are you playing at? Yeah.
And bad news yet again for Man City. Sergio Aguero out again, the best Premier League striker. We do not want to see that every single time he comes back, he gets injured again. And he's going to be such a big miss, especially with Sterling's, Mahrez and Bernardo Silva inconsistency to score goals. They're the type of players who need an array of chances to get goals in. Aguero only needs 1 or 2 per game to literally score 2 goals. However, the bigger picture, I do think Man City are going to be able to beat Sheffield United. They're going to have too much quality within the final third. And I don't think that Sheffield United will get out of their half and literally try attack Man City, which I hope they try to do. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be predicting a 2-0 victory for Man City. So the next game I'm going to be talking about is Burnley versus Chelsea. And I just want to say one thing. The addition of Mendy already has been proving wonders. There's already been a great signing, an upgrade from Kepa. And this is because he's been able to keep back-to-back clean sheets against very good sides in Man United and Sevilla. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, we only drew. We didn't even win the game. Why are you so gassed? I'm telling you, those type of points, those type of saves against Rashford in the dying embers against Man United in the 90th minute, those type of saves are able to transform teams from potentially Europa League finishing places to a Champions League contender in the top 4. However, Frank Lampard, like I've said week in, week out, is finding trouble to blend in all the talents. You can't be telling me you're going to go to Old Trafford, draw 0-0 and not create that many chances to try and win the game when you have players like Werner, Ziyech, Havertz, all these world-class signing potential, and you don't even try and win the game like that. Although in the final third, Chelsea have not blended the attacking players yet, I feel like this game against Burnley might be a good opportunity to try get some chemistry going, because Burnley are going to play a pragmatic style of football like usual and park the bus and dare teams to try and beat them. But I feel like in between the lines, players like Pulisic, players like Ziyech, players like Havertz to play in pockets of space to try and hurt Burnley and create chances for the players like Werner running in behind. I feel like this is going to be too much for Burnley, and this is why I'm going to be predicting a 2-0 victory for Chelsea against Burnley. So the next game we're going to be talking about is Tottenham versus Brighton. And I want to say Tottenham's performance against Burnley was actually a very good performance. It was a gritty game. It was a physical game. It was about who could out-muscle each other, because we know Burnley's obsession to try and make it a physical game rather than play ball on the floor and try to create chances to defeat oppositions. We know they love to park passes.
No, he ain't worth it. He ain't enough.
And I feel like Mourinho did very good tactics to stop Burnley to try bullying them on the pitch like they usually do. He replaced elegant players like Lo Celso and Reguilon and replaced them with more physical players who can handle the aerial bombardment, with players like Davis and Sissoko in the midfield. And although Tottenham were not at their best playing free-flowing football, I feel like they'll be very satisfied winning ugly and dirty, which they're not very used to. However, the dynamic duo of Kane and Son are performing wonders yet again. Kane getting his 8th assist this season, who is on track to break the all-time record of Henry already. And Son has been on such a goal-scoring spree, I did not see it stopping against Brighton.
I'm absolutely unbelievable.
And I feel like they're going to be able to beat Brighton 3-0 on the weekend. So the last game I'm going to be predicting is Leeds versus Leicester City. I don't want to say one thing. I feel like Leeds were very fortunate against Aston Villa, considering that Aston Villa had chance after chance in the first half to try and win the game. It took off-the-line clearances against Aston Villa. It took great goalkeeping from the Leeds goalkeeper to stop goals from going in. So I don't even know how they were able to keep a clean sheet against Aston Villa. But let me talk about my guy, Patrick Bamford, who scored a superb hat-trick. And although it wasn't the quote-unquote perfect hat-trick, I feel like it was such great goals considering all type of ways he was scoring. The first one, although it wasn't the prettiest, I feel like this is striker's bread and butter to try get in the box and try score a tap-in. The second goal was a wonder strike, one of the best goals of the season already. Martinez, one of the top signings of the season already, had no chance of saving that goal whatsoever. However, the third goal was my favourite. Twinkle toes around the box, Dimitar Berbatov-esque, so he has good close control when it matters and was able to get a good shot off when it was in a tight angle. But Leeds are home and they're going to want to pressure Leicester on the front foot and try win the ball high. And this is going to be bread and butter for Jamie Vardy to live off the shoulder of the Leeds defenders to try get in behind and make penetrating runs like he did against Arsenal and score a goal. This is going to play in the hands of Leicester City, who we all know are best on the break. Despite Brendan Rodgers making them play good, excelling football, we still know they always have that option in Jamie Vardy to live off the shoulder and try score goals like that. I don't feel like these are going to be prepared to face someone like Jamie Vardy, and because of this, I'm going to be predicting a 3-1 victory for Leicester. So all the other games, the games I don't really care about, I'm going to put the results right here for my predictions. So hopefully you guys see it, and you tell me in the comments of what you guys think and who's going to win this weekend. So peace out, I'll see you in the next video.